Okay, now this next recipe that we are doing is a simple tea. Y'all know y'all have heard me. I know y'all have heard me, and I know you're probably tired of me talking about lemon balm. But lemon balm is just, this is probably my hands down favorite herb to work with, my favorite plant spirit to work with. It is antibacterial, antimicrobial, antiviral, antifungal, and this one is another, even more than basil. It's known to lift up the spirit and just uplift you. It smells fantastic. It's in the mint family, but it has more of a citrus taste. Now, I don't want to go tell you what to do and what to buy, but I would highly invest in a teapot. Doesn't have to be, this is actually an antique teapot, one that was passed on from the family. So, you know, you don't have to do, you can go to like Home Goods or something and find a, you know, a nice cute little teapot that you can use, but just make sure it has, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It has the holes to be able to strain it out. You can also use, let me see. If you have one of these, this is fantastic too. You can put your stuff in your, you know, I don't even know what the fuck this is called. Is it a strainer? It's not really going to fit in a tea ball, so don't use that. But one of these is great. You can put it right in your, you know, your mug or your beaker. Put your hot water in and let it go. I like the teapot because it's going to keep it warm. And that's why I say invest in a good teapot, because the better that your teapot is, it's going to keep it a little bit warmer because we're using ginger. This, yes, it's a tea. We're calling it a tea, but it's actually an infusion because it's going to steep longer. Now with this, we're going to use the ginger and the lemon balm. And with the ginger, since it is a root, it's going to take a little more work to get the medicinal properties out. We're going to cut them a little smaller. And don't worry, like, even though this is going to sit and steep for about 15 minutes, it's still going to be, you know, fairly warm when you drink it. And you can always, you know, warm it up if you want to. And since this is going to take a little bit longer, once I get my ginger in there, I'm going to actually put a little bit more. I've already got my ginger in here. Now I'm just going to fill this up with hot water. This is about 3 cups. All right, so now we've got the water in there. I'm just going to put the top on here as I separate my lemon balm. Now you can use, you know, dried or fresh lemon balm. Lemon balm, to me, in my opinion, it's just as good fresh or dry. So you can most definitely use dry lemon balm. You can get good dry lemon balm from Frontier Co-op. I know they sell on Instagram. They have really good food grade organic things, like herbs and, you know, organic flowers and edible flowers and such. This is lemon balm that I grew last year. So I am just going to use about 4 stalks. And it's super simple. If you use fresh, and look, you can I don't know about Lowe's or anything like that. I don't want to tell y'all that, but I would much prefer you go to like a nursery or even Lowe's and get you a plant. I would change the soil because I don't know what is in those things. So, you know, I like to be as organic as possible. Change out the soil, rinse the roots real good, put your own dirt in there. That is even better, in my opinion, than some dried stuff that you are going to use because you don't know exactly where that comes from either. You know what I'm saying? But lemon balm is really easy to grow. I don't bring this indoors to keep fresh because I don't mind it dry. So when I'm done with the season, I'll just make sure I keep enough to dry, so I could use it when I need it. But I do try to keep, like I said, fresh rosemary, thyme, and basil. Basil actually, no matter, I'm spitting all over myself because my mouth is watering. It just smells delicious. Basil, I don't know, like it just dries a little weird for me, for me. I don't care, you know, I don't care for dehydrators. I like to dry things naturally, the old school way, y'all know that. So it gets a little weird. So now we're gonna put this in our teapot because you know this is leafy. It's not gonna take as much work. And this is going to, again, it's good for coughs and colds and sniffles and things of such. So if you are already feeling not so great, this will help you feel better. And it will also, if you drink, you know, have yourself a little cup of lemon balm tea every day. Where is, matter of fact, hold please. Last night when I was making this, I had some leftover ginger, which I do again, so I'll be adding it to my honey, my infused honey. You can also add like a slice or two of lemon to this, but don't do that until after it's maybe halfway through the steeping process, especially if you leave the rind on the lemon, it'll get a little bit bitter. So you can add some lemon to there as well, or just, you know, put your little wedge having it with your tea. Now with the extra ginger, you'll have roughly about this much ginger if you use, oh, there's a piece of rosemary stem on there. If you use a, you know, like I said, it was a larger piece, but if you have some left, chop it up, put it in a jar, and make you some nice ginger infused honey. There are several different methods people use. You can put it in a crock pot, put the whole thing in a crock pot, and put it on low and slow for about 8 to 10 hours. You can slow boil it back and forth on the stove. Again, y'all know I'm old school. I like to do it the old school way. So I just put my honey in here. Well, I put the ginger in first, actually. I cut it up into small pieces. Then I put the honey in, and then I put it in a warm windowsill. It's honey. It's going to last like forever. You know what I mean? But yeah, I take my tea with ginger infused honey. There aren't many teas that I drink that I don't use ginger infused honey. And if it's not ginger infused honey, it's lavender infused honey, which is great as well. I know I said I was only gonna give y'all two, you know, little recipes, but here's another one. Ginger infused honey, fantastic. Keep that inflammation down in your body, and it just tastes good. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all. I smell this lemon balm. I'm gonna let this steep, and that's it. I think that's it. Keep your bodies strong, y'all. Y'all know how it is. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Your body can pretty much fight off any kind of virus or, you know, bacterial infection if your body is prepared to take it. Take care of your gut. Keep your immune system up. All right, y'all. All right, bye.